Hey, this is Mr. Smith, and this is the February edition of the Media Arts video newsletter. So, to start off, let's look at an animation done by Amaria, who is one of our 7th grade students. She did this whole thing using a program called Minimator, which I did not teach her how to use. She taught herself how to do this for a variety of projects, and she's getting really into it. She wants to be an animator for her career, and she's already showing that she's got the skill for it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she does in the future. For reasons that have to do with media release forms, I cannot show her entire video. Also, it's over 3 minutes long, which gets kind of long for a video update, so you just get that little bit of a snippet in there, but let me tell you, the entire video is pretty cool, so I'm really glad that she submitted that. I'm looking forward to seeing more work like it. Up next, let's take a look at third quarter. Third quarter is going to be a little bit different from the other 2 quarters. I have started doing something called a weekly video update assignment. This is not a project grade. It is not a project per se. Projects are assignments that students, once they submit them, if it's not an A, they get to resubmit it again and again and again until it has earned an A. And that process is a learning experience where maybe their first submission, they don't have the necessary skill to earn an A, but with my help and with some practice, they develop that skill. It's very different from what a lot of projects are in other classes and other assessments are in other classes, where you're looking to see that they have mastered the skill when you give the assignment. In this case, giving the assignment and working on the assignment is how they develop that skill. Those are projects. Weekly video updates are more of a behind-the-scenes vlog type thing, where they're showing me what they've done that week towards their projects. So this is something that's very time sensitive. If they don't hand it in for any given week, it's going to be a 0, because how do I know they were working on that stuff that week? They may have been working on it 3 weeks later and then handed it in and tried to make it up. No, these I need to see them for the week that they're due. There is no makeup for it, unfortunately. And every single one of these is a documentation of what they're doing, what they're learning, what they're struggling against. And it's another way for me to provide feedback to them based on what I see them working on. It is very difficult, particularly if there's a student that's got a very nasty problem they're trying to fix, for me to see every single student in a classroom every class time. But this allows me to catch anything I may have missed. And this is going to help me as a teacher. It's going to help them as a student, because they're documenting their progress over time. And it should help you as a parent as well, because these videos, they can show to you. No longer will you be able to ask them, hey, what did you do in media arts this week? And have them say, oh, not much, nothing, did some stuff. No, they can show you this video. Every week they should have a new video. And these aren't really big productions. They're short. The maximum length I want for these videos is 5 minutes, and even that is way too long for this. I'm telling them to aim for more like a minute, where they're basically just showcasing what they've done that week, and then throw some titles and credits in there. That doesn't take a lot of work. You can use the YouTube video editor for that, and the YouTube video editor is usually bad for a lot of things, but so far as adding titles and credits to things, it's really simple. Some students have already mastered that skill already. Some of them are using Camtasia for this. Some of them are using Movie Maker for this. It's all good. But we've done this 2 weeks now. This will be the 3rd week, but it's the 1st week of 3rd quarter. And that's going to be a weekly grade for them. Now, we're still doing projects. We got 2 big ones that are already on the table. The first one is for the film festival. And I've got some storyboards already coming in for that. I want every student to be doing something for the film festival. I cannot submit everything to the film festival, but I want a wide variety of things from which we can select the best pieces to put in, and maybe even have our own Filloy Film Festival with all of the entries. I'm trying to steer them more towards the 1-minute challenge assignments, because that particular category of the film festival is very easy to produce. If they want to do something bigger, I'm okay with it, so long as it fits the requirements of the film festival. I'm happy with it, but the 1-minute challenges are pretty good, particularly for first-year cinematographers for which many students in this class are. And the other big project is the one they've made themselves. Many of my students already got them approved, where they're supposed to be working on a multi-week assignment that they've created themselves. I'm seeing everything from films that they want to do, that they've storyboarded out, to animations, to projects built in Minecraft, to one student wants to make a flying car with LED lights, and I like his plan for it. I can't wait to see his weekly videos on that. So there's 2 assignments, and they can be working on them simultaneously. Some of them are choosing assignments that are going to be things that they're better off done at home rather than in school, like the flying car in particular. So that particular student would be working on that assignment at home, but when he comes to my class, he can be working on the film festival. Some students, their film festival assignment might be something that's better off done at home, and they work on the other project in school. So they need to decide which is best for them. But those are the 2 big projects, and my weekly video update assignments will be the weekly grade that I put into SchoolMax every single week. They need to have a title and credits. They always need to have that. So if they don't include that, it's going to be a 0. I want them to be doing at least some editing, the practice makes perfect type stuff. And this is something that you, the parent, can keep track of as well. Bad grades do not sneak up on students, neither do good grades for that matter. It's incremental happenings. So this is something where, in addition to SchoolMax, you can look at these videos and see the progress that your child is making. And if they're running into problems, this is a way that we can make sure that they get the accommodations they need to do well, as opposed to just assuming everything is going well and then finding out at the last minute things are not going so well. That's not true for all my students, but if it's happening for one student, it's happening to too many. So hopefully you and myself can prevent this from ever happening again. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, my email address, aaron.smith@pgcps.org, and my website, as always, is floydtech.info. Until next time, this is Mr. Smith saying have fun.